Hey everybody, it's McCafeteria from Redstone Engineering. I think it's been a few days, like 4 or 5, since I posted a video, but I've been having some issues trying to build the vertical grid, or not vertical, my bad, horizontal grid cell. I've been working on this every day for like the past 4 or 5 days. It was a lot tougher than I thought it would be. And actually, the only reason I'm making a video now, because I'm not actually done yet, is because it has been, it's been so long since I posted an update. Even, because I went from one every day to like almost, I guess it'd be almost a week, a work week, I guess, I don't know. And since I posted one, the main issue was that Redstone isn't really designed to be built vertically. It's designed to be done horizontally. It's supposed to be flat. You can't really use repeaters in a vertical piece of redstone. There isn't a lot you can do. So I had a tough time trying to build one of these things that fit inside of, like, do you see where the white blocks are that make kind of a plus shape? Has to be within those, the square that those make, like it is now. So this was what I had come up with at first. It's quite clever, actually. Basically, there are 4 outer pillars that power the pistons up here, these ones. And then there's an inner section, an inner column that powers the middle set of pistons. And what happens is you power the outside columns, which through this repeater power the inside column, and it's set so that the inside column will, those pistons will push in after the outer pistons do, which is what the repeater is for. But then, once you get up here to the top part of the piston, this block right here will power not only the piston that's above it, but also this repeater, or both of these, which power this column again. It's already being powered. It's being powered from 2 different spots. And the reason for this is because when you turn off the power, I need to maintain the redstone current to the outer columns until after the middle column has already pulled down, because the outer pistons have to be the first ones to push in and the first ones to push out. So basically, this was how I had done it. But the problem is that it breaks every time you use it, kind of like the issue I was having with my first, cell. It turned out that the time needed from when the middle piston pulls down to when you turn off the power, and when the outer pistons pull out, was not quite long enough, and you get something like this. Alright, so we'll activate it, and that pushes up the blue blocks, but then when you hit it again to bring them down, you get this. And they're not in the right spot. And now, before I had added these white blocks here, these are bedrock, by the way. Before I had added those, it would like push pistons out of their spots, and it just messed the whole thing up, and it wouldn't work. So I realized that I had to shorten the time that it takes, that this repeater takes, the outside columns to power relative to the inside. But the problem is as you can see, this repeater is already on the first setting. I can't make it go any less. It's just not going to happen. And I needed to shorten it up by like 4 or 5 ticks. So what I ended up doing is I added to the center column and the outer columns, but in such a way that I added more torches to the middle column than I did the outer ones in the same amount of space, and it ended up turning into this. So it's almost a third taller than it was before. Everything else is the same past this part, but then it's just more pistons. Now this one kinda works. Kinda. I'm still having really weird issues though. So I'll show you what I mean. So you power the blue blocks and it'll, you know, push them up. But then if you remove power, it doesn't really work. It kind of does the same thing that that one did. But the weird thing is that it doesn't always do that on this one. It actually does something different if you try. Oh my gosh, can I fly, please? There. It does something different if you try and power the silver blocks. So if I go down here and I find the silver switch, come on. And I power the silver blocks, like so. And that would be representing that a ship is in that spot, or part of a ship, by the way. So if I go in here, I turn it off. Oops! Oh crap! I might have just broken it. Oh, I guess not. See, with the silver ones, it actually works. It pulls them all the way back in, and that's not good. It actually pulls them it pushes them out and pushes them all the way back in. The silver one works, but the blue one does not. And I have absolutely no idea why this is. I've been over the configuration. Over and over and over again. I've checked it multiple times. Each of the outer columns is identical. This time I know for sure they are identical. Oops. Oh crap. God, I hate this computer so much. You know, I'm sorry. Which way does... Alright, so they point in. No, what? I didn't... Oh my gosh, this computer is absolutely terrible. What was I doing? I don't even recall. What the... Oh my god. I only clicked once. I only clicked once. God, you know, I don't even... Between the issues that my computer has and the issues that this Redstone has given me, I have absolutely no idea how to fix any of it. And we have a second computer in the house. It's faster than this one. It's like, I don't know, it's like a dual core with 8 gigs of RAM. I don't know. It's got, you know, plenty to run Minecraft. And I've watched these things. I've had, you know, my brother get on this computer and watch from that computer at, you know, the exact times when stuff happens in these rigs, and I can't figure it out. There's a slight delay for some reason, but in the silver blocks when the blue ones are supposed to pull in. What's supposed to happen is that when you turn it on, the outside blocks, these ones here, these pistons, the ones that you selected push in, and then the very next tick after that, the middle blocks push up, and then a few ticks after that, it powers all 4 of the surrounding blocks. That's a design flaw because I don't have enough room to differentiate. I would rather it only power the one you selected. That would actually solve all my problems, but I don't have enough room to do that. So what ends up happening is it powers all 4 of them. But of course, the ones that are being powered, the extra ones, the silver ones, if you're selecting the blue blocks, it would also power the silver ones. The silver ones don't move because there's already vertical pistons. The center ones are in the way. They don't have room to push, so that's not a big deal. When you turn it off, what's supposed to happen is that the center pistons will pull down, and then the very next tick, it turns off the power to the outside, all four of the outside pistons, which pulls in the blue blocks, and the silver ones aren't supposed to do anything because they're already retracted. When I still don't even understand, because when there is a delay between when the center pistons come down and the outer pistons pull out, even if there was a delay, the silver blocks still can't push in because there's blue wool blocks in the way, and they don't push pistons out of place because I have the bedrock behind them. But for some reason what's happening is that once the all the pistons get turned off and it pulls the blue blocks out, the silver ones are still powered for some reason, even though they turn off at the exact same time. Because they turn off when this block right here becomes no longer powered, then this, all of this level of repeaters all turns off, and then it goes, and then that signal goes up through these what are they called, columns, at the same exact time, and it should turn off both the pistons at the same exact time, but it doesn't. For some reason it takes longer to get to the silver pistons. So then the blue ones pull out and the silver ones are still on, so they push in and then they pull out, and you end up with silver blocks that are like not where they're supposed to be. I don't know how that is, and it's so consistent that I really have no idea what to think of it. I mean, you can see for yourself, these columns here, they're identical. They're the same exact thing. And all of these repeaters in here, if I could get in here, they're all, oh my god, they're all the same. You can look for yourself. They are all at the same level, at the same setting. I have no idea. I am absolutely baffled as to why that is. I don't think it's a computer problem. Like I had thought before it was a timing issue because of the slow server on my computer. I don't think that's it, because it's absolutely consistent for some reason. I don't know. It's seriously putting my project on hold, and I don't like it. So yeah, I think that's it as far as my Battlecraft project. Although my brother decided he wanted to build a battleship on here, so I let him. Although I thought he was going to build a battleship, he actually tried to build a carrier, instead. This is what he came up with. If there weren't giant gaps in the chunks. Come on, I need you to load. Please. Well. Alright, you know what? Let me reload this for a second. I don't know, you can think of it what you will. He's like 13, and he did this in about an hour and 45 minutes. Yeah. He did a little bit on the inside too, so I'll show you that, I guess. This was his, let me turn on the lighting. There we go. This is the inside of his I guess this would be the conning tower, and there's some pipes and vents and stuff. And then there's one more section below this where he's, oh dear. It would appear that some of his wood is on fire. I'm not sure if he intended to do that or what, but yeah, I don't think that's on purpose. Because all this silver stuff, at least I think it is. Huh. That was odd. But yeah, these are supposed to be pipes, and I guess rope hanging from the ceiling. Yep, so that's it for this video, I guess. If anybody's got any ideas on how to fix that horizontal cell, I would love to hear it, because frankly it's pissing me off. I have no idea how to fix it. So leave a comment if you've got an idea, like, subscribe to this video, join my group on Google+, Redstone Engineering. My Twitter's on Google+ somewhere, and I'll see you all later.